Hi everyone, I'm WookieKX, but you can call me James. And the NDA on Magic the Gathering Arena has finally dropped, which means that I can show you all the wonders of this new update right to your computer screens. And the first thing that I could tell you is that right now the UI is looking much nicer, much sleeker, not only just the buttons, but all these other features they've added around the screen and all the icon and the menus up the top. So maybe just to start off, we'll run through this really quick because I need to familiarize myself. I've only just updated the app. So we have, I assume this is a message icon. Oh, so this is where you create your decks and pick your format. We'll go into that later because there's still more here. Down here, with these little pop-up things, which is new, we get our quests. So this one, for 225 gold, we have to attack with 15 creatures, 300 gold, win 2 games with a black-green deck, and 225 gold, cast 12 green or white spells. So I'm presuming if nothing's changed from before the NDA, this means we have to play with a specifically black and green deck, not just a deck with black and green and some other cards in it. Can't play a 3-color deck. They also seem to have increased the gold rewards, which is nice. We want to refresh one of these because I feel like 225 we can do slightly better than that. So I think we'll get rid of the green or white. There's some overlap with this quest, which might make it easier to do both at once. But you always get to attack with creatures in any deck, so yes, I will swap this one. And we get cast 12 white or blue spells, which is it's probably harder to complete all at once, but we'll see if we'll manage. What else do we have here? Daily rewards, some gold and a card. Resets daily, first win bonus. Looks like you get a card with your 200 gold anyway from the icon. Or maybe it's just 200 gold, which is what the reward says. And a weekly wins, booster pack. 5, 10 and 15 wins per week. So how this is part of their incentive to make people want to play Arena regularly, is that if you could play 5 games all in one day, or you can split it over 5 days, or if you're really dedicated, you could play 15 games in one day and get all 3 of your boosters right away. Or maybe you're busy during the week and you want to play on a weekend, and you just get your 3 wins all in the weekend, which is pretty handy because it kind of reduces the feel of having to grind when you're playing every single day. I mean, you miss out on this 200 gold if you don't play every day, but I feel like it's not. I don't feel like it's like a huge detriment if you miss out on this every so often. And these icons up the top are pretty new. We've got our vault. So this is a new rewards system. Well, they implemented it before the NDA, but it's new in terms of being unique to this game. The more you crack booster packs and the more you get duplicates of cards, more than 4, it'll increase this percentage up to 100. And when it gets to 100, you'll get a bunch of wild cards. And what are wild cards? Well, wild cards are the cards you use to swap for a card that you want of the equal rarity. So currently we have 4 commons, 2 uncommons, and 1 rare. So we can craft that amount of whatever cards we want of that rarity. Let's see, no gold currently, and gems have not been implemented at the moment. So I think before we dive into the decks, I have a feeling that we've got some packs here that we want to open. which we do. This is a bit different. Bit odd with the, maybe it's because I've got the settings a bit low, but I felt like I didn't really need to have the graphics set that high. Looks pretty good anyway. This is pretty cool animations. You get 2 uncommons, 5 commons, and a rare Mastermind's Acquisition. We'll play that in a deck that I have planned. Just random spoiler, it's basically Approach of the Second Sun in white-black. Oh, so you get our common wildcard. You have a chance of getting wildcards in every rarity when you're opening booster packs. We get a Galta Primal Hunger. He could be pretty good. We'll have to see. It's going to be a bit of a unique... I'm trying to think of what could be good in this sort of unique rare wildcard. Perfect. Yeah, sort of a unique format currently of only Ixalan block and Amonkhet block. And there's no banned cards, which could also be interesting, to say the least. Maverin Fane, he's pretty good in the Vampires deck. Kind of holds it all together. So we've opened 5 booster packs so far, and each pack open has increased the vault by 4%. So we have 20%. So we might be able to open... No, we might be able to open the vault. But that's okay. Fleet Swallower. Yeah, he is pretty average. Rares. Angrath Marauders. That's also pretty expensive. And now I finally get to open some Amonkhet packs after all this time. Hour of Glory. Yes, it's alright. Play that as instead of until we get some Vraska's Contempts. Ooh, Aftermath cards. Now this is something interesting that I've not seen. So they've kind of implemented it like the front half. So they've basically done away with the silly right angle design in paper and just made it so that the bit you can cast is the full card. So when it's in your hand, it'll look like just this farm card, and then when it goes to your graveyard, it'll turn into the market card, which I think is a pretty cool thing for doing it in digital. Hostile Desert, bit of a lackluster elemental land. Always good to get wild cards rather than just... Oh, speaking of wild cards, our first mythic wild card. That's pretty good. Now I have to pick what mythic I want to build with that, and to be honest, there's just so many.
Show me what you can do.
Ooh, maybe an extra Gideon. Gideon of the Trials. Oh, we're doing pretty well with these mythics, eh? These are pretty good, I think. I mean, we could probably just shove them into any white deck we want to play. Okay, nothing too amazing in the uncommons so far. A Patra, yeah, we'll probably play her. And Cascading Cataracts. What? Not really what we want. I think it's time we start to look at some of these decks. Now, these deck lists have been released online already. I'll probably just include the lists in the description because it would take way too long to go through all 10 decks. So, after looking sort of at my collection a lot and thinking about what cards I've pulled and what of these 10 decks I could probably improve the most, I think I like this Azorius Ascension quite a lot, especially since I was playing it quite a lot just before the update. So we pulled another Snubhorn Sentry, so that makes that pretty good. And Cartouche of Solidarity is exactly what you want in an Ascend deck. It's 2 permanents in 1. and it makes your guys bigger. You can even let your Snub-Born Sentry attack. Skymarcher Aspirant goes in this 2-1 flyer for 1 mana essentially. Do we have more Baffling Ends? No. So this is our option to craft Baffling End. Shows up with what wild card we'll be using to create what card and confirm or deny. We won't craft it just yet. We have quite a few uncommon wild cards, but I just want to figure out what we need more of before we commit to making much. So mostly what I don't really like about this current build of this deck is the amount of counterspells, because counterspells aren't permanents and we want to make as many permanents as possible. So what we're probably going to cut first is the Senses, Essence Scatters, Expel from Arazka. Labyrinth Guardian is a bit of an odd choice for this sort of deck. I'm not sure if he's worth having. There seems to be some sort of minor Eternalize and Balm theme going on, mostly because that's just what Armenket does in white-blue. Maybe having a Slippery Scoundrel. We don't have any extras. We have to craft more. Having a Slippery Scoundrel can't hurt. There's some more auras going on. We can go and search aura up here if we want. Squire's Devotion, also 2 permanents in 1. Seems like an okay card to include. We definitely want Curious Obsession. Cartouche of Knowledge seems about along the lines of One with the Wind, but it draws you cards. I feel like Cartouche of Knowledge, we can include that over One with the Wind. Get rid of a Negate. Get rid of a Forsake the Worldly. The 2 cancels, probably the 2 secrets as well. Supreme Will is a pretty good card as you draw, but I'm not really feeling the counter spell. We don't have any more of these, I guess. We'll have a look. Nope. And nope. Can never remember what I was drawing. Commander's Awakening. Don't really need that. Zero of Many Faces. It's a bit expensive for what we're getting. I'm just going to cut these big creatures because this wants us to be more of a hyper aggressive deck than, I don't know about Arch Veraska. I'll probably cut it, mostly because we don't, and Field of Ruin too, mostly because we really want coloured sources to be coming in. So we'll add a few more planes. Maybe not that many planes. That's 23, that seems about right. Oh, you know, it's a really great card in general for white aggro decks, a Danto Vanguard, because we don't really care about taking damage to ourselves, we just want to deal damage to them. And if we hook this up with, say, a Cartouche or something like that, it can do a lot of damage. And it's pretty resilient. And Gideon of the Trials, we've got to include him. He's a Planeswalker. He's not the most amazing Planeswalker, but he can attack for 4 every turn, so we'll put him in. Okay, so I found a few things that I really liked, and I decided to craft so that I had 4 elves. So Cartouche of Solidarity, targeting any of our creatures really just makes it great, and getting close to Ascend is perfect. So we're getting 4 of these 1-drops as well. Ran out of uncommon wildcards, so we're just making do with 3 of these 2 for now. I decided to kind of like dive down since we're kind of limited on the amount of creatures and we kind of want to protect them. Got rid of some of the worse enchantment removals. Might of Dusk's sticking around for now. We'll probably get cut at some point. Collective Knowledge, more One with the Winds as well. Gideon's staying in because he's kind of cool. Queen's Commission as well. Makes 2 things. It's always good. And we like our big things, big 5 drops as well. And we're going with our sort of mediocre land base at the moment, but it's fine for now. So we're going to see how this deck runs. And I think it's really valuable going for the 4 drop. I mean, going for the 4 obs of all your important cards straight away. So it seems like, yeah, with what they give you, if you build on one of the 10 decks and go with whatever one you sort of get the best of from your pack openings, you can build a pretty cohesive deck straight up. So, we're going to see how this runs. I'm going to jump straight into a game for the first time since the update. Select the deck. We're going to select Azora's Ascension. And then we're going to play a game. And we'll see if we'll win. That was a really quick match find. I instantly found one, and now it's just loading the board for us. Ryutaro, first opponent. And we're just waiting on them to make their mulligan decision. And here we go. We've got a couple of tap lands, but we don't have any 1-drops. And currently our only creature is a Danto Vanguard, which should be okay because he can become indestructible. So unless they've got Exile or Moment of Craving on turn 2, we should be okay. This seems like a pretty solid start, so I'm going to keep this. An opponent also kept, and they get to go first. Red. Well, that's a good start for us, because it means they most likely won't have removal for this Vanguard. And I think what we're going to do to start with is play the Sentry on turn 2. Yeah, so we're going to make the decision. Do we want to play Vanguard on turn 2 by playing the island, or do we want to play Snowball Sentry with Meandering River, and then next turn we can play Vanguard plus holding up the dive down? Now this is quite tricky. So I think the correct line is probably a Danto Vanguard, because then next turn we can just one with the wind it up. Although they're playing red-blue, there's probably some amount of bounce spells, which is a bit annoying for the dive down plan, for the one with the wind plan even. They might Essence Scatter this as well. They do not. So I guess we'll just keep passing. Using the old spacebar is a good way of passing the turn without having to click all the time. I think that's the only hotkey they've got at the moment. It works quite well. So they're playing the blue-red deck. I didn't look super closely. I got their 0-4 flyer. Just click the end turn button because they can't do anything to our Vanguard anymore. So we're just going to play a Meandering River. And now I'm thinking about whether or not I want to just one with the wind up this Vanguard. I'm thinking I want to wait till next turn, because we want to hold up this dive down, essentially. So we'll just play this Martyr of Dusk and end the turn. And really, if they do have a bounce spell and they get us with the one with the wind, I'll be really sad. So I think it's really important to keep the dive down going. thinking about this Vanguard. Now they're trying to magma spray it. So in response to this magma spray, I'm going to make my guy indestructible. And we'll see what they do in response to this, because I feel like they must have a plan beyond that. So this magma spray is going to resolve, and it's not going to kill my Vanguard. And we've been talking too long, so our time has gone on a bit. And they're not attacking or blocking. And now it's my turn. And now's the perfect opportunity to get this one with the wind going on this Vanguard. And they seem to have a response. Or at least something. I feel like there is a bounce spell coming. But they might not have it. Yeah, they let it resolve. Go to combat. Still thinking pretty hard about whether or not they're going to use this spell. No, they're letting us attack. Ooh, we don't want to activate, we want to go to the attack step. Maybe I want to attack with this. We're just in the start of combat phase there. And then we damage. And then we'll pass the turn. Don't want to cast anything because you want to hold up, dive down from now on. Just forever. Yep, there's the bounce spell. And we're going to make our Vanguard hexproof in response. And our guy stays on the board. Wonder if they have a follow-up. Nope, doesn't look like it. So they go in combat. It's fine. No attacks. Now it's our turn. So I think we just start slamming things on the board. I wonder if we want to keep loading this Vanguard up some more. I don't think so. So we're just gonna play double Snubhorn Sentry. Well, we might as well go to combat first. Attacks. One attacker. See if he blocks. It's probably not worth chomping this. Yeah, okay, sure, go to 10. And now for the question. How much are we worried about Hour of Devastation? Because I know that's in the deck. And I think I don't want to worry about it too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 permanents. This will make 8. Then next turn we'll have Ascend active by playing Cartouche of Solidarity. And Hour of Devastation really only kills these two, and it kills his Enigma Drake, so it's not the worst thing in the world if he casts it. Because my Martyr of Dusk will turn into a 1-1. My Danto Vanguard will survive. And next turn I get to Cartouche of Solidarity, a Snubhorn Sentry. Or I could go, if I draw land, I could go land cast out and then have the City's Blessing and kill him. So that would be good. Assuming he has nothing. Which I'm sure he doesn't. There's a Magmaroth. Yep, that's fine. At the beginning of your upkeep it gets -1/-1. I'm just holding up priority just in case there's some craziness for this Vanguard. He is attacking with his Enigma Drake. Well, no blocking that. don't really care about it. And in my turn, hopefully I draw land. I do not. So I guess I could just Cartouche of Solidarity. There's no point really solid cartouching the Snubhorn Sentry at all. If I go... I'm sure this is lethal, right? If I Cartouche of Solidarity, a Snubhorn Sentry, this will be a 4-4, this will be a 3-3. That'll be a 2-1, that'll be a 5-3, and he can only block the 4 and die. Well, I might as well just Cartouche of Solidarity, the Martyr of Dusk, because that means that'll be 3 as well. It just sort of splits the power and toughness up a bit more. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll enchant this Martyr of Dusk. And go combat, attacks, all attack. And if he has no more spells, then I should win. Blocks the 3-2. Go to damage. First strike damage. Normal damage. Boom. And we got there. Perfect. Now we have a perfect 100% record. I can die happy. And we got our first win of the day. So we do get a card. It is a Nest Robber. It's not a bad card to have. Good for a aggressive deck. Good for the what's it called? It's the red and white card that cares about haste and vigilance and first strikey dudes. Yeah, that deck. Then second win bonus, 50 gold in a card. So this is updating every time. And after the fifth win we'll get a booster pack. So we just need to play attack a few more times and play some more spells. So I think we want to try that again actually, that was pretty good. Yeah, this is looking very evil in that picture. Now this is the first day after the update, so it's gonna be pretty crowded in the queues, which means we get very fast load times. Well, no landers, we need to mulligan this. And this hand's pretty good. Pretty similar to the last game. And do we want a third land? I guess so. I mean, it's all 2-drops. If we draw... we kind of want more lands. We'll just keep the land on top. Technically we don't need it. Ooh, let's say hi to our opponent. Hello. Gonna cycle a cast out on the end step. Yep. And now we'll find out what they're playing. Apparently lots of white. Well, we're playing white too. I'm gonna start off with an Adanto Vanguard. Seems like the best play. I don't think they're gonna have anything, so we're just gonna pass priority. Usually it's better to hold up your priority constantly with this guy. Alright, so we'll just go to combat. And we're gonna play... I think we're gonna play second Vanguard. It's more mana efficient to play Queen's Commission though. And you always gotta play on curve, you know. Then next turn if we draw land we can play double spell and... you know, it'll be all good. Maybe next turn we'll go another Vanguard into Cartouche of Knowledge. He draws some cards. See, this is why I'm not too happy with that build that the developers started this deck off with. Draw another island, play it, and we'll just play out another second Vanguard and attack with everything. End our turn. Angel of Sanctions. That's fine by me. I mean, it does get rid of the cartouche, but it draws a card, so it's not the worst. And yep, seems like a pretty straightforward turn to me. We're going to Ixalan's Binding their Angel of Sanctions. Get our Vanguard back. Go to combat, attack with everything we can. And pass the turn. And we have enough permanents for this Pride of Conquerors to work, so they're pretty dead. Apart from us that unsummon, but play Meandering River. Actually no, this Pride of Conquerors does win, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 permanents. Could play this just in case I'm not counting correctly. Okay, I've got 11 permanents, and go to combat, and attacks, and attack with everything. And then he blocks there, and we give everything +2/+2. And win the game. Now we're 2 for 2. And we completed 2 quests. And we got a card. Banewhip Punisher. Okay. You know, this isn't a card I played with very much. Maybe I'll try building a -1/-1 counter deck since we got that Harpatra earlier. New quest in 11 hours. It's cool, I guess. Good to know. And now we should play a black-green deck, maybe. I'll go see what I can make out of that. So I didn't really change much about this black-green explore deck. It seems like it's got a lot going on for it. Also, I was running out of wild cards. And a lot of these cards I wanted to craft for uncommon. Like an extra one of these, always what you want. I added a... You always want more of these as well. I added a bit of a -1/-1 theme to it. Harpatra, Cartouche of Ambition. I added Cartouche of Strength just because it's pretty solid. It's not... yeah, Harpatra seems like a bit of a weird include, but... Tenor Initiate's in the deck as well, I guess. Harpatra's a bit of a weird include, but, you know, gotta try it out. It's a rare. See how it goes. Probably will take it out later. You never know. Yeah, I'll try and use this to complete our quest. So, we'll play another game. Choose a new deck. This one. And we'll play Constructed. And we're going second again. Just waiting for them to make their Mulligan decision. I think it's a bit of an interesting way of doing it. But it would be nice to be able to at least look at our cards while they make their decision. They are keeping, and now we get to look, and we've got Wild Growth Wanderer in our starting hand, so that's pretty much a keep. And no Explorers to go with it, but oof, we'll draw some. Hopefully. Land, it's not the worst, but it could be better. Hopefully they play something with 1 toughness. Like a Drover of the Mighty. or some other mana dork. Commune with dinosaurs. Alright, well, I guess it's a slow start. See what they get off of it. Raging Regisaur. Sounds good. Stays revealed in their hand, which is nice. That's not coming out for a while though. More lands. Oh, oh well. We'll just play our Wild Growth Walker. Maybe they'll just kill this, thinking it's a really important threat to kill, which it kind of is, but not with this hand. Passing the turn. I guess we'll just get in there then. Or are they waiting until the very last moment to kill it? It seems silly. Thinking really hard about using that lightning strike or a braid. Yeah, we don't have much going on. I guess we'll play an untapped land and leave up Reaver Ambush. Yeah, here we go. There it is. Well done. Alright, well, play that and pass. So yeah, with timeouts, for each turn you play quickly, like within 10 seconds or something, you get a little blip. And for every 3 blips, you get an extra timer, which is the circle going around and running out. So that means if you play your early turns quickly, you get another turn that's really ready. Man, this is getting a bit ridiculous. Exile that. No, we can just cartouche it later as well. I'm kind of relying on drawing a creature at some point to win the game, so as soon as we draw a creature we're gonna cartouche it up and kill that, so. We could save this Reaver Ambush for something else, more threatening. Or, well, Reaver Ambush doesn't really hit very much against this deck, but we'll see. Could hit a Summit. That would be probably the best target in that deck. Our opponent yet again taking a long time to decide. They must have some sort of, be having some sort of issues or distraction on their side. Okay. Cool. I guess it wasn't our opponent's fault. It was just the servers having issues because it's day 1 of the new set. So yeah, that was a pretty good draw. Tashana's Wayfinder is going to find us a forest. That's fine. We're just gonna, if it got a bit bigger, it would have been nice. We're gonna cartouche that and kill his hatchling. Yes, we would love to do that. Yes, this got to be a 4/4. Would have been decent. But, you know, maybe we'll find some other way of killing this snapping sailback later. Yeah, our opponent's having some major issues with this this server issue, or whatever it is that's happening. You know, it would be cool is if, because they got voice actors for the Planeswalkers, so they should just have a good one for me. Halfway through the quest already. we got some more gold, and we got Faith of the Devoted. That's not bad. There is a cycling deck, although I'm not brave enough to craft it at the moment. It's a pretty solid curve. Play this, kill their creature, kill their creature, kill their creature. Yeah, so I wonder how will the metagame shape up with just being Armonkit and Ixalan? Seems like it'll be lots of mono red and lots of Scarab God. But, you know, some rogue decks could come in and switch it up. That's a pretty good draw, because if he doesn't play a creature I can kill on turn 4, I can just play this instead. And he's holding up a blue mana, must be an opt. There it is. Cool, and we explore, and it's an Into the Unknown. Yeah, it's not that great. I think I want to graveyard that. Because really, we're not going to get the Explore. I mean, the play additional land type of Explore off of it. And if we explore, find a land, it's really just green draw. It's just just green for explore. We drew a land. So, I guess we can't really do much this turn. Because we're playing against blue-black. We're not going to worry about playing Cartouche of Strength. So playing against blue-black, we're not going to really encounter any creatures to kill with these at all. He unsummons our creature after damage. I guess it's fine, maybe they were hoping for a better target to unsummon. If Ned did lands, it's a bit annoying. Search for Escanta. That was a cool animation, I guess. Search for Escanta is a good one. I don't think that was in the original deck. I don't remember seeing it. So I must have cracked it from a booster. Bins their land and draws a card. Plays the land. Walks our thing off a plank. Makes a strategic planning. Okay, I think it might be a bit annoying playing against this deck, but I feel like I can win. Because I don't have many win conditions. And we get to play 2 creatures this turn, which is always a good idea against a control deck. Explore into a land. And explore into another land. Okay. It's fine, would have liked a bit more power and toughness on the field, but what can you do? Wow, they've already got, I guess, the strategic planning helped with that. Didn't actually look at what they discarded. Ooh, what's that last card? Opt. What's that they played? Is that a serpent? Cryptic serpent. Okay, well. Can we play Arrow Flurry plus this? No. I guess we'll actually impale it because sorceries are harder to play most of the time. Does he have like a Supreme Will? Countervailing Winds? Ooh, that's annoying. Alright, guess I'll not not attack. Didn't realise they had countervailing winds in their deck. I guess there's a lot of discarding and cycling going on, so I will not block. Are they going to play another creature? Yes. Gosh. Pretty big cryptic serpents. Well, we'll try Tower of Glory one of them then. That worked. And we'll play Wild Growth Wanderer first because we want to get value later. And we'll attack because I feel like we can race with this guy out unless he dies. He didn't have any instants to kill it. So I'm gonna not block that. Plays Vizier of Many Faces, targeting Cryptic Serpent. Jeez, okay. Gonna have to explore into something good here. It's just a land. I guess if I attack with these two, I can have this fight that, but it's like a 3-for-1. And then he's just gonna embalm it. Anyway. I don't get to read the Vizier, which is a bit of an annoyance, but... I guess I just end, because I don't have much going on. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, there's plenty of... So try and triple block this. Now at 5, and he's got a 4th Cryptic Serpent. Yep. Okay. I concede. First defeat's always the hardest. I guess we'll try again. I want to complete this quest. Yeah, seems good to me. Listen to that, yeah. This is a pretty solid hand. Playing against the white blue deck. Seems like a good matchup. Okay, we're just gonna get this Wild Growth Wanderer out there first. Yeah, he gets 2 cast ops. Okay, I thought that might have been an Essence Scatter. Or a Sensor even. Sensor would have been really good. Edifice of Authority. Target creature can't attack this turn. Oh, we drew the land though. Which is really good for this Shana's Wayfinder. Cartouche of Ambition. I don't know if we really want that. You've got so many other ways of killing creatures currently, so we'll graveyard that. Gain some life, gain some counters. Attack. Maybe next turn we'll draw a land and then we get to go Chandra Initiate plus Moment of Craving. Or Initiate plus Walk the Plank. Unless, of course, they don't play any creatures. Full attack. resolves. Negatives for those. Pretty annoying. It's pretty strong. Seems pretty strong. I don't want to play Channeler and shit. Or looking at Chupacabra. I guess I'll just play this. But 3 -1/-1 counters on target you control. I guess on herself. Okay, they chose red for the -1/-1, blue for +1/+1. Excellence binding. Targeting Wild Growth Wanderer, I guess. Yeah, sure. Maybe we'll draw our dinosaur that destroys enchantments. Now we get to attack. So it's good. I'll play Lurking Chupacabra using Channeler and shit. Oh, it's always a bit clunky tapping lands in this game, but we managed it. And that's why I pretty much always leave the auto tapping stuff running, because to be honest, it takes about 5 seconds to tap each land individually. Combats. Attack, block. My turn. Okay. So I guess we'll keep using this guy to take his counters off. And we'll explore. And they're gonna respond by fogging that. Yep. And we'll find on top a land. Perfect. Attack for 2. Resolves. Means we get to snap off this moment of craving right now. Okay, more removal spells against this apparently creatureless deck. We'll just start going all in. There's nothing for me to cast with this shit anymore, and it seems like it's kind of big enough at the moment anyway. Even attack with the 0/3, why not? I don't seem to have much to stop us from just winning. They don't seem to be trying to stop us at all. Passing the turn, I guess. Yep. Okay. Combat again. Attacks. All attack. This is now target creature can't attack or block. He must have forgotten about that. Okay, so he's dead. I guess if he'd had to settle the wreckage, that would have been a bit annoying, but no one has those nowadays. We get our final reward, we get a mythic Star of Extinction. Yeah, most mythics are gonna be a bit silly like these. Sometimes you get a planeswalker that you really want to play. Oh, now our rewards have changed. We'll get a common card with our next win. Oh, I guess we'll end this with buying a pack. And we'll buy, I think we'll buy Armor Kit, because this gal right here has her it. Always good to get. See if we find on.
The wild can
It's a
never be
mythic.
contained.
Oh, Nissa, Steward of Elements. Well, I'm okay with that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm a bit new to the uploading videos thing, but I reckon it's been pretty fun showing this gameplay. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully my commentary was okay. Maybe it will give you some first impressions on this game, and if you want to sign up for the closed beta, there'll be a link in the description. Well, see you for the next one.